Hi, my name is Dr. Ray Brager, and I'm a pediatric immunologist at McMaster Children's Hospital. The Youth Advisory Council asked how close we are to having a vaccine for COVID-19, and if we're not close, how long we think it'll be. To answer that question, I need to talk about a couple of different ideas. One is called immunity, and immunity is our body's ability to fight infections and protect us against infections. Natural immunity happens when you get a cold or a flu or any kind of infection, and your immune system works to figure out how to fight it and then remembers that if you ever get that infection again, it can fight it without you getting as sick or even without getting sick at all. Your immune system is very smart. Vaccines are even smarter because they're a way of tricking your immune system into thinking you're sick with an infection, when in fact they're only using a part of the infection to make your immune system able to learn how to fight it off without you getting sick at all. Now for coronavirus 19 or COVID-19, everybody is very motivated to find a vaccine. But there are two things we have to make sure a vaccine is before we can give it to everybody. One of those things is effective. That means it works really well. And the second thing is safe, which means it doesn't make you sick, either from the infection or from side effects of the vaccine. So those are the most important principles that researchers are working on. Because of the pandemic, there are researchers all over the world looking at how to develop a vaccine as quickly as possible. And there are a couple of companies that are saying that they've already developed vaccines that have been tested in animals and seem safe and effective, and they're moving on to testing in humans. This is very promising because usually even getting to this point takes months or years. But we still have to be very careful to make sure that the testing in humans is done extremely thoroughly, which means that we can make sure that it's both safe, that's the priority, and effective, that's the second priority, before we can use it on a large scale. I think that's going to take at least months to do. It may take longer, but the really exciting thing is that there are lots of different research institutions working to solve this problem at the same time, and that means that we have the highest chance of getting a safe and effective vaccine as soon as possible. Thank you so much for asking such a great question that's on a lot of our minds these days. Bye.